How old does a game have to get before it's no longer relevant? Is this another EverQuest video? You're damn right. On September 7th, 2021, EverQuest, a juggernaut of the MMO space over the last 2 decades, died. Okay, so maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but my initial reaction wasn't far off when I saw the new Everquest perks that they intend to add to the game. Before we go into these perks, let's talk about EverQuest's current monetization model. EverQuest on live servers, that is non-progression servers, does not require a subscription to play. In fact, if you want to play the live game, EverQuest has a pretty fair free-to-play model, unlike others like SWTOR, which makes the game pretty unplayable. I'd put EverQuest free-to-play models somewhere between SWTOR and ESO in what they offer for free. As someone who began playing the game back in Canark, which was, well, 2000? Damn, I'm old. Moving on, the free-to-play model in EverQuest only really begins to impact you at the highest levels of the game, or when you're trying to min-max. There are character slot limits, 2, guild creation limits, mercenary strength limits, and spell rank limits. There are a few other things here and there that are limited, but none are game-breaking. When speaking about free-to-play restrictions, it also has to be mentioned that the subscription can be purchased with Chrono, the in-game currency, whose availability will depend heavily on the server you're on and your ability to farm. EverQuest also has a cash shop with a mix of cosmetics like weapon and armor looks, services like character transfers, race changes, pet names, and perhaps most relevant, experience potions, action potions, and bags. This is how the game has been run for years, going free to play back in December of 2012. Now, 9 years on, with some tweaking here and there, does anyone else remember the bronze and silver levels of free to play? It's making a big change which coincides with some shakeups in EverQuest, Darkpaw, DBG, and EG7's leadership. This is understandably causing some ripples among the EverQuest faithful, myself included. EverQuest Perks are a new subscription that goes on top of your all-access membership of $14.99. There are 3 perks, and you can choose 1, 2, or 3 to add to your account each month at increasing cost. Each of these are problematic in their own way, but there's really only one that stands out as being something your average raider may feel compelled to purchase to keep up: the adventure perk. Use of experience potion has long been established in EverQuest, but there at least have been means to get these potions for free with some certain quests in game, certain complimentary things, Chrono, or if you're lucky enough, someone in your group can pop a group potion. Thus, there is precedence for this kind of pay for convenience. But with those alternative routes, if you didn't want to pay, you didn't have to. Not quite as many alternative routes are also the crafting and faction potions, which you can neatly slot away in your giant store purchase bags. Again, all of these were purchasable in a roundabout way by using Chrono, the in-game currency that you don't have to purchase with real money. You could purchase it with in-game money. Now, with the perks themselves, 10% extra coin per kill won't make a tremendous difference, though it will impact the game, especially early on when plat per kill matters more. Looking at you, hill giants, 5% more experience can speed up your grind by a not insignificant amount. Anyone telling you different never saw people race change to halflings on progression servers, but again, this just replicates the potions which already existed. What has the most potential to change the dynamics of the game itself, especially on progression servers with competitive guilds, is the final perk: 10% more alternate currency from modern raids. Why does this matter so much? Well, when you look at progression servers which push progress in short time frames, 2 to 3 months in recent iterations, you could upset the balance between those who have the perk and those who don't. Let's look at T3 Broken Mirror as an example. A tier 3 raid provides you with 40 coins per raid, so each raid would be 44 coins with the perk, 40 without. Tier 2 would be 20 and 22, tier 1 would be 10 and 11. Raid items cost range from 300 coins to 800 coins. There are 4 tier 1 raids equaling 40 or 44 coins. There are 4 tier 2 raids equaling 80 or 88 coins. There are 2 raids in tier 3 equaling 40 or 44 coins. This equates to a per week bonus if all raids are completed of 16 coins. Roughly 5 months of raiding to equal a complete item that someone without perks wouldn't have. But that only tells part of the story. With 16 extra coins per week, that's essentially an extra T1 raid and a half of raid currency for the person who buys the perk. This would mean being able to purchase more important items faster. It'd mean being able to make up for missing a raid early. Will it break the game? No, probably not. Will it have an impact? I would be shocked if it didn't. And I believe Darkpaw would be too. Why would they do it if they didn't think it had enough value for players to spend money on? And this doesn't even get into the current rules of alternate currency and raid, which increase over time. So has Everquest jumped the shark with these perks? After careful consideration, I'm going to lean toward no, not yet, but they're treading a dangerous line. It's disconcerting to see yet another form of monetization in a game that already has a subscription and a cash shop. The argument against that would be the relative stagnation of subscription fees in MMOs. Everquest sub fee went up to $12.95 a month in 2002, 3 years after launch. It was raised again to $14.99 a month in June of 2005. Do you remember what you were doing in June of 2005? I think I was in high school. If you look at this as an optional increase to the sub fee, it becomes a little more palatable, I suppose, since it has been 16 years since the subscription fee was increased. But what's most concerning is that this is kind of a test of the limits of what MMO players are willing to pay per month. Making it optional also draws an uncomfortable line. It flirts with pay to win, but it also doesn't make it mandatory to pay per month. I don't know which I prefer. I don't see any of this as positive, but I can at least understand the reasoning behind them making this move. But I want to know what you think. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this concern you? Not just for Everquest, but current and future MMOs using a sub model. How much would you be willing to pay for an MMO in 2021? Let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button right somewhere around here. It's also next to the subscribe button. So if you really enjoyed, please hit that one too. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Is this where I awkwardly say my name because I didn't write it properly in the sketch? Hi, my name is Redbeard Flynn, and I stream on Twitch Thursdays 7 p.m. CST, Sundays at 3:30 p.m. CST. You can find me at twitch.tv/redbeardflynn. Please come and say hi. I would like to meet you.